We're waiting for you.
I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you.
Go on, I'll get the fucking job done.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
Either way, I'm waiting for you.
I'm gonna get the job done.
Either way,
He's waiting for you.
I can see that's no problem.
I'm still dismissive of him. Styles make fights, and my style for him is kryptonite. You know, I've always said AJ's built to measure for me, and just because he knocked out that guy with a right hand, it's not the same. Boxing's different, you know. Styles make fights. We've seen he couldn't land any of those right hands on Usyk. A way smaller man, a lighter man. Boxing is a very difficult game. It's changing all the time. Styles make fights, and his style is made for me.
I think Joshua, because I think in every department he can give a good representation of himself. He can fight, and I mean he can fight inside, he can fight there. He can box. Can't box as good as Tyson Fury. I think he can fight better, but I don't think he can box better. So if you can.
Anthony Joshua finally breaks his silence, and the boxing world's gone mad. After Tyson Fury's fiery callouts, AJ fires back with a brutal response. Calm but dangerous, he sends a clear warning. Fury, your games won't save you. The rivalry's heating up fast, and war feels inevitable.
Been signing contracts for years. It ain't in my hands, it's with a legal team. That's why you hire lawyers. If you know the history of boxing, make sure you get your legal terms right. That's why you got good management and good lawyers. So of course I'm going to sign a contract. That's just with some lawyers at the minute.
AJ's words cut deep here. Calm but confident, he makes it clear. Beating Tyson Fury isn't just a goal, it's personal. Calling himself a Spartan while mocking Fury's Dosser jibes. Joshua sounds ready for battle. He's focused, fearless, and hungry for that statement victory.
You beat Tyson Fury,
I'll be over the moon.
would you?
Yeah, of course. You know,
Would you like to?
Yeah, of course.
Are you friendly with him?
Not really. But I respect what he's done.
I think he called you a dosser.
Yeah, but
That's his standard term of abuse.
yeah,
You big dosser.
yeah,
He's a bodybuilder.
yeah,
He is a businessman. I am a Spartan.
yeah. Have you got one of those fully Tyson Fury dolls? No, I'm joking. You must like him though,
What makes you say that?
because you can memorize every quote of his.
He's very quotable, isn't he?
He is, to be fair. He
And
is.
he's got that distinctive...
Like he's eating a frog voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think you could beat him?
yeah.
Wouldn't...
And just when you think AJ's done, the next clip turns the rivalry up another notch. Johnny Nelson drops a bombshell, calling Anthony Joshua technically better than Tyson Fury. This isn't just opinion, it's fuel for the fire. If AJ truly has the sharper skills, Fury's mind games won't be enough. The stakes just skyrocketed, and this debate isn't slowing down anytime soon.
To me, it's so close and it's so subjective, and that's what I said. I think in regards to saying, I'm technically better, I don't think Spencer meant that Anthony Joshua is technically a better boxer than Tyson Fury, because
For years, the boxing world has been craving this clash, and now the pressure is at boiling point. Fury's camp keeps pushing, sensing history in the making, but behind the scenes, it's Joshua holding the cards. The rivalry's no longer about belts, it's about legacy, pride, and dominance.
Because I need that Joshua fight. We have been trying to make that fight for years, right?
Why do you need that fight?
Because it's the fight that people want to see. It's the fight.
And just when you think the tension can't rise any higher, Tony Bellew steps in with his explosive verdict. Tony Bellew weighs in with a sharp analysis. Timing is the biggest question here. Joshua's body has endured back-to-back camps, yet the opportunity to face Fury is simply too massive to ignore. Every decision from here shapes not just AJ's career, but heavyweight history itself.
It's one that right now, I mean, he's just coming off a hard camp, a hard fight, and does he need it right now immediately when Tyson Fury says so? Probably not, but can he afford to knock back the opportunity? Probably not as well. So it's tough, really. I'm not so sure it actually does happen. I'm not so sure it's someone, once again, boy who cried wolf.
Eddie Hearn perfectly sums up the chaos surrounding Tyson Fury. Nobody knows what Fury's next move will be. Retirement, negotiations, or another public stunt. But behind the uncertainty, Anthony Joshua's camp remains laser focused. AJ is just weeks away from stepping back into training, and preparations are already underway. Fury may thrive on unpredictability, but Joshua's discipline and silent confidence make him more dangerous than ever. Talks are brewing, money is on the table, and the world's biggest heavyweight fight could finally be within reach. Hearn's hints suggest that AJ's team is ready to move strategically, keeping every door open while staying in control. This isn't just about belts anymore. This is about pride, dominance, and legacy. The tension is sky high, and every step from here shapes the heavyweight division's future.
You can't ever guess what Tyson Fury's thinking or what his plan is, you know, and it's really, you just got no, like, you can't choose confidently what he's going to do. Maybe he's had enough, maybe he's got the ump, maybe it's a game. You just got to worry about yourself. And, you know, for us, AJ's probably a couple of weeks away from going back into camp. And then, you know, in a couple of weeks, maybe we'll reach out to Frank and Spencer and say, look, we're going to make our next move. Do you want to speak to Tyson and see, make sure it's 100%? And
Tyson Fury once again flips the narrative with his trademark unpredictability. Show me the money isn't just a catchphrase, it's his way of seizing control of negotiations. Fury knows his worth, and by keeping the spotlight on himself, he's forcing Joshua's team to respond on his terms. This tactic creates pressure, tension, and headlines, fueling the rivalry even more. But while Fury talks, AJ prepares in silence. Behind closed doors, Joshua's camp is focused on training, strategy, and execution, avoiding distractions and setting traps of their own. The mind games are on, and both fighters know this is bigger than money. It's about status, pride, and proving who truly rules the heavyweight throne. Fury wants control, but Joshua's patience may prove to be his deadliest weapon when the two finally collide.
And I'll just say one thing to that, to him, show me the money! I'm available. I'm young, free, and single, ready to mingle.
And just when you think Fury's grabbed the spotlight, Adam Smith drops his own game-changing verdict. Adam Smith brings clarity to the chaos, insisting this fight has to happen this year. Fans have waited for years, and now all signs point toward Joshua versus Fury finally becoming reality. But Smith's assessment carries another twist. Joshua steps into this fight as the favorite. Despite Fury's unbeaten streak, AJ's resurgence, refined skill set, and knockout power make him the more dangerous contender right now. The narrative has shifted. Fury's unpredictability no longer intimidates Joshua. Mentally stronger, physically sharper, and strategically prepared, AJ looks like a man on a mission. If contracts are signed, Wembley could witness one of the biggest heavyweight clashes in history. And according to Smith, the momentum is on Joshua's side, putting Fury under pressure like never before.
His career has been a phenomenal career. He's not just going to slip away into the sunset, I don't think. So I think if that fight, which I think is very much still there to be made this year, has got to be.
Spencer Brown confirms what fans have been dying to hear. High-level talks are already happening, with Turki Al-Sheikh stepping in. The fight's scale has exploded globally. Saudi Arabia's involvement means mega money, worldwide attention, and a stage fit for two heavyweight kings. Behind the scenes, strategic discussions are ongoing, balancing commercial power, timing, and legacy. While some insiders want Usyk first, the growing demand for Fury versus AJ is becoming impossible to ignore. The stakes are monumental. Reputations, records, and heavyweight supremacy are all on the line. For Joshua, it's redemption. For Fury, it's validation. And for fans, it promises to be one of the biggest events in sporting history. The chess pieces are moving fast, and this fight is closer than it's ever been.
The championship rounds. 10, 11, 12. It was scrappy, it was messy, and it was just kind of like winning the argument. But when you watch it and score it, gloves are hitting you. It was just busy, wasn't it? It was busy. But did you feel it was slipping away from you at the end? Or did you feel you was doing enough?
No, I felt like I'd done it. I felt like I was up before the bell had gone. 30 seconds, I only needed 30 seconds rest. I was up off my...
Gareth A. Davies throws gasoline on an already raging fire. According to him, the plan behind the scenes is crystal clear. Anthony Joshua could be the next man standing in Tyson Fury's way before Alexander Usyk even enters the equation. That revelation changes the entire heavyweight landscape. Fury hasn't fought in over 6 months, and Gareth hints that inactivity is slowly becoming a real problem. Inactivity drains sharpness, slows reaction, and reduces timing, and AJ's camp knows it. They're quietly preparing for a version of Fury who may not be at his absolute peak. But make no mistake, calling Joshua a tune-up fight is pure madness. AJ isn't anyone's warm-up. He's a 2-time heavyweight champion with destructive knockout power. Behind the scenes, promoters and broadcasters are pulling strings. Saudi Arabia is watching closely, and billions are on the line. If Fury wants redemption and relevance, he must face Joshua. No shortcuts, no excuses. This isn't about belts anymore. This is about dominance, pride, and proving who's truly the king of the heavyweight division.
We off track there a little bit, mate.
Simon with the curveball. Thoughts?
Well, I think he's taken a sugar pill, hasn't he? Doesn't normally talk so nicely, the Cape Crusader, about Tyson Fury. I thought there were very nice words about him, and I think Simon is talking about Tyson Fury is coming towards the end, and I agree with Simon that Tyson, he is still irritated by losing twice to Alexander Usyk last year, and it's the one fight he really wants. But I don't think he's going to jump the queue, Adam, and get the fight with the winner if it's Usyk against Dubois. I think there'll be a tune-up. This is what my understanding is behind the scenes. He'll get a tune-up. It'll be Anthony Joshua before Alexander Usyk. That is my understanding.
When you say tune-up, you're not referring to
like
Anthony Joshua as a tune-up?
No, that's not a tune-up.
No, that's what I mean. But just the way you worded that then.
Well, we're already into... He hasn't fought for 6.5, 7 months.
Oh, he's retired, mate.
He's retired. Yeah, he's retired. My understanding is, behind the scenes, they're working very closely on getting him back maybe late this year.
Carl Froch delivers his verdict, and he doesn't hold back. For him, Joshua versus Fury isn't just another heavyweight fight. It's the fight boxing desperately needs. The kind of battle that defines eras and crowns kings. Froch questions Fury's mixed signals. Why talk retirement one moment, only to call out Joshua the next? It exposes a deeper psychological war unfolding behind the scenes. Fury thrives on chaos, throwing curveballs to control narratives, but AJ's measured silence is unsettling him. Froch's excitement mirrors millions of fans worldwide. This isn't just about belts or rankings anymore. This is about redemption for Joshua, validation for Fury, and clarity for the sport. If these two collide, expect Wembley to erupt, expect record-breaking viewership, and expect a war where careers and legacies are on the line. Both fighters are chasing immortality, but only one can cement their place as the true king of the heavyweight division.
Simon, I know the fight with Anthony Joshua is an interesting one we want to see, one that I certainly want to see. First of all, I'd just like to say, why retire, why come out? I've touched on it.
But Froch doesn't stop there. His next statement gets even bolder and more controversial. Carl Froch stirs the pot with brutal honesty, admitting he wouldn't be bothered if Fury versus Joshua never happens. As a boxing purist, his stance is bold, but it highlights a growing divide among fans. Froch respects AJ's achievements, yet his criticism cuts deep, reminding everyone of Joshua's knockouts and setbacks. But here's the twist, those very defeats have transformed AJ into a more dangerous fighter than ever before. Losses either break you or remake you, and Joshua's evolution shows he's hungrier, sharper, and more focused. For Fury, that's a nightmare scenario, a motivated Joshua with nothing to lose and everything to prove. Froch's skepticism only fuels Joshua's fire, making the rivalry even spicier. Wembley remains the dream stage, the world still craves the showdown, and Joshua's redemption arc adds unmatched drama. One way or another, this fight feels inevitable. The stakes are too high, the money too big, and the rivalry too raw to ignore.
If he fights Anthony Joshua, that will be the one that people want to see. That will probably still fill Wembley, but as a boxing purist, as a lover of the sport, am I that bothered if Tyson Fury never steps in the ring with Anthony Joshua? I'll be honest, no. AJ's been
Teddy Atlas steps in with a reality check, suggesting that Fury versus Joshua has lost its zing. At first glance, it sounds like the hype is fading, but dig deeper, and it's the opposite. Atlas highlights a powerful truth. Despite delays, controversies, and endless negotiations, the fans' loyalty hasn't wavered. Wembley would still sell out in hours, millions would still tune in worldwide, and the stakes remain astronomical. For Atlas, the challenge isn't excitement, it's timing. The fight has dragged on for years, and every passing moment raises questions. Who's mentally sharper, who's physically fresher, and who truly wants it more? Joshua's resurgence suggests he's found new fire, while Fury's unpredictability keeps everyone guessing. Combine that with Saudi Arabia's potential involvement, and this could still become one of the biggest events in boxing history. Atlas might think the zing is fading, but the reality, this fight is now too big to fail.
Listen, God bless them. They're going to make more money. They're going to fill Wembley Stadium up. I'm sure. Whatever. God bless them. But to me, it's lost. It's lost its zing. It's lost its luster. I mean but that's me.
The stage is set, the tension unbearable, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury isn't just a fight, it's a battle for heavyweight supremacy. Years of callouts, mind games, and delays have led us here, and now everything is on the line. Pride, legacy, and the right to call yourself the king of boxing. Joshua's resurgence, sharpened skills, and quiet determination make him more dangerous than ever, while Fury's unpredictability and mind games keep the world guessing. The buildup has been electric, the rivalry personal, and the anticipation unstoppable. When these two giants finally collide, the result will echo through boxing history forever. One man rises, the other falls. There's no middle ground. Now the question is simple. Are you backing Anthony Joshua to reclaim his throne, or will Tyson Fury shock the world once again? Drop your thoughts below. Let's debate.